guys, how are we? This is the 13th episode of Strength and Stoic podcast. What a milestone. 30th episode, never missed a day. I'm super proud of this little achievement of my life. And today, guys, we are talking about why you lose control. And also we are going back to the Stoic wisdom as well. So I will say a few Stoic wisdom because lately we were missing those things. You don't lose control, you give it away. The Stoic philosopher Epictetus said, "No man is free who is not master of himself." If your emotions control you, you are not free. If your impulses decide for you, you are not strong. Freedom starts inside. It's very funny. Today I had a job interview and this was one of my questions, how you control yourself, and it was very weird for me to think about that. Actually I'm talking about this now, the self-control, because so as the Stoics said, you cannot control what is around you, but you can control how you react. So what could I say? We're mastering the self-control. And once you get angry, you give up yourself. You don't control anymore. Overstimulation weakens the mind. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events." But today, most people don't guard their mind. Phone, noise, constant news, endless scrolling. Your brain is never quit, and a restless mind cannot be disciplined. Stoic valued silence, they valued reflection. Because a calm mind is controlled mind. Very important, guys. This is why you need to choose sometimes a bit of silence to be with yourself, not always overstimulating your brain with phone and music and TV and whatever. And sometimes you just need to be with yourself a little bit, just look inside and focus inside what is going on in you, instead of to always look for stimulation, because it's very true. A restless mind cannot be disciplined. You know yourself as well when you are overwork yourself or you are tired, how easy people can piss you off, make you angry because of this. So we need to give a time to ourselves when our mind can rest a little bit every day. You need to take yourself minimum 1 hour. If you cannot do it during the day, and I recommend to you guys to wake up a little bit earlier in the morning when a world is sleeping, and just organize your thoughts and put yourself together what you're gonna do. Fast reward versus long-term strength. Your brain wants fast reward. Scroll equal pleasure. Sugar equal pleasure. Anger equal release. But Seneca said, "He who conquers himself, the mightiest warrior." Not the loudest, not the richest. The one who conquers himself. Fast pleasure is easy. Delayed reward is strength. Exactly, guys. This is again, back to the habits. All the bad habits is coming from here, because it gives you a fast pleasure. If you eat sugar, you straight will feel calmer, but on the long term, what's gonna happen? We're gonna get fat. Then you're fighting with those kilos. It's very hard to take them down, that's we know. And yes, anger as well. Many times when you let the anger take over on you, you feel better. But then again, when you say something angry, many times we say, "Oh, I should have said that. This was not a good thing." And never make decisions, guys, when you are angry, because you never think with the calm mind, and this is just not the way how you're supposed to do your things. Emotional triggers. You lose control when you feel discomfort, stress, rejection, embarrassment, loneliness. Stoic taught this. It is not events that disturb us, but our judgment about them. The feeling is not the enemy. Reaction is self-control begins when you are question your reaction. Many times, guys, you need to understand, and again, I'm telling to you many times, you have to look yourself a little bit outside and think about life. Then think, yeah, you are a big sky, and the feelings are coming like clouds, and you just watch them from outside. You don't let them to control you. Because the feelings really are not the enemy. Your reaction is. It's a very wise sentence. You always choose how you react, and just make sure then before you react, first of all, the things what you say is more important than the silence what you're gonna break with it, or your reaction is really not gonna hurt somebody in the way that then you need to apologize many times. Again, if your emotions really driving you crazy, then you are not controlling yourself, and then you are just a puppet if you're not controlling yourself in the invisible line, and your emotions are controlling you. It's not good, guys. Not good, guys. You need to control those things, and not everything worth to react. That's very important also to understand. Not everything worth to react. You have to make sure that what you say is actually, is it gonna serve you? Is it gonna make your life better? If it's not, just let it go. Many times it's better just let it go, the things, and let it slide, than pick it up from the floor and spend valuable time with the things which is actually not really important. Escape makes you fragile. When you escape discomfort, you become weaker. When you escape discomfort, you become weaker. What a sentence. If you always avoid pain, pain becomes stronger. Marcus Aurelius reminded himself, the impediment to action advance action. The obstacle is the way. Discomfort is training. Escaping discomfort is decay. Very important, guys. You have to get comfortable with the discomfort, and you need to train this as a muscle every day. Every day you need to do something what you don't like, because that's the only way where your self-trust and you can grow as well. Otherwise, if you always play with the same games, you're never gonna win, and very little things will defeat you in the life. So you have to embrace pain. You have to work with pain, and then you're gonna be more resistant for things. This is non-negotiable. You cannot always just do the easy things. You have to love struggle a little bit. Of course, there are levels, and I'm not saying that everybody needs to be a skater, because it's not what I'm saying. But you have to understand that life is not always a sugar cake, and sometimes, yes, it gives you something what you don't like, but it's your responsibility as well to defeat yourself time to time. Broken promises. When you break your word to yourself, your confidence shrinks. The Stoics believe character is built in private, not when people watch, but when no one sees. If you cannot trust yourself, you cannot lead yourself. If you cannot trust yourself, you cannot lead yourself. This is amazing sentence. Again, I told you guys many times, don't break the promise what you give it to yourself, because it's weakening you. It's a small defeats. The day by day is gonna become big, and then you won't pay attention to your word anymore. It's really not good in the long terms. And through the character builds in private. Character builds when no one watches you, when you do the right things, even when there is no applause, even when people are not around you. This is the only way to progress, guys, in life. Don't cheat yourself. Do the good things, do the hard things, and then life will reward you in the long term. That's for sure. This is a law. It's not creation. This is a law. When you work hard, you will get payback for sure. The pause. Epictetus taught something simple: between stimulus and response there is choice. The pause is power, the pause is discipline, the pause is self-respect. Very important, guys. The pause, exactly, many times you need to know where to stop and when to stop and how to stop. Not always the going forward is a good direction. Sometimes we need to step back and look from the far distance what's happening, and the response can be silence, of course, as well. So many times the silence is the good response, and the silence is a response as well. When somebody doesn't say nothing, it's a response as well. You just have to look behind the picture, and not everything worth your reaction also. And guys, for the closing, you don't need more motivation, you need more mastery. Control your reaction, control your mind, control your life. Very important, especially here we live in Spain. People are so emotional driven and they like to react straight away. It's very good if you can a little bit look yourself from the far distance and control your reaction. Guys, it saves so many things to yourself. They think twice before you want to say something. It's not always worth it the first go to react. The final line: the man who cannot control himself cannot be controlled. We have to first learn how to control ourselves. It's very important. Learn the discipline, learn self-control, and don't let that little voice to lead you always, because it gives you so many times a false information. Learn how to control yourself, control your emotion, control your environment, and then you will have power above your life. I'm sure about it, guys. Thank you very much. This week we will talk about a lot with self-control, a whole week, everyday self-control. So I'm looking forward to the next episode. I wish you a happy week, happy Tuesday, and see you tomorrow.